It's very, very important that parents do what is right, chastise their children, do whatever they can do to stop their children from developing certain behaviors, especially stealing and robbing people. Now, my mother embarrassed me at some point in my life, but when I look back, I think when I look back at it right now, I can say that my mother did something very powerful, life changing. That thing transformed me. I'll tell you. Many years ago in Africa, I'm from the Igbo tribe. We went to the market on a market day to buy a few things for the house. So shopping with my mother in the market, huge crowded market, African market, very crowded. And while buying, shopping, I was just holding the bags for my mother. My mother was just buying from one shop to the next shop. And my mother spotted this man who was pushing a wheelbarrow, pushing this wheelbarrow. And in the wheelbarrow was full of something we call okpo. I don't know the English name. It's called okpo. It's a round, black, ballish stuff. When you crack it open, you grind what is inside and make soup with it. So mom called him to come because she wanted to buy. The man came, and my mom asked him how much for one. So I can't remember exactly the price, but mom thought it was expensive and she didn't have the money to buy it. So my mom started bargaining the price. They started bargaining, and it wasn't working out for them. It wasn't going my mom's way, and the guy wasn't ready to reduce the price. So I realized as a little boy, just short little boy, and when I realized that my mom, probably would not buy because it was expensive, so I started stealing. I started dipping my hands in the wheelbarrow and taking one after the other, the okpo, and put it in my pocket. But my mom was locked eye to eye with the man. But because I was a little boy, so he did not see me picking the okpo and shoving it in my pocket. I picked like about maybe 7 to 8. So as predicted, my mom wasn't able to buy it because it was expensive. So my mom said, okay, no problem. He left. And when we made a few steps away from the guy, I told my mom, don't worry. I know you wanted to buy it, and don't worry, I picked some from the wheelbarrow. So I shoved my hands in my pocket, and I showed my mom all the okpos that I stole from the wheelbarrow while she was talking to the man. I thought my mom would be happy. I thought she would be happy for me and say, my son, you have done well. Wow. My mom was upset. African mothers don't play. My mom tripped off on me. She said, what? You stole? You stole from him? I am not going to raise a thief. Never. Hey, I will not raise a thief. She hit me one heavy slap. Bam! Right there in the market. I felt so embarrassed. I felt like a fool. I felt like, something that I did to impress my mother. It worked against me. So my mom called the man and said, brother, Bia, come, Bia. So the man came back. But the man thought my mom was maybe changed her mind and was going to buy. And when the brother came, pushed the wheelbarrow and came back. My mom said, this boy stole from your wheelbarrow. He stole from you. And my mom looked at me and said, put it back in the wheelbarrow. Put it back. So I was crying. I threw everything back on the wheelbarrow. My mom said, let this serve you as a huge lesson. I am not raising a thief. I am never going to raise a thief. To be honest, I felt so embarrassed. But that changed my life completely. From that day, God bear me witness, I never laid my hands on anything that belongs to anybody without asking for it. My life changed. My life changed completely. My mom did not encourage me. Imagine if parents would do the same thing to their children, maybe not in that gravity, or somehow just chastise them, let them know I'm not supporting these. a lot will be changed. The world will be a better place. There are many children out there, or many adults, who started off just the way I started off, and my mother put a stop to it. That their parents did not put a stop to it, and that is why they are today. They have graduated from levels to levels, from levels to levels. They keep graduating because their parents did not stop it. So my mom, I want to thank my mom. Though embarrassed, but the embarrassment is just for that moment. The embarrassment is just for that moment. But the lesson is still there, and the lesson changed my life. So we must do better in helping our children. Stop it when you see it.